So as I've mentioned before, this isn't really the best starting point for what we want to do. So I'm going to give you a new file that will become the new starting point. I'm going to go ahead and close Blender here and make sure that you have a folder called Output in the Blender folder that we made earlier this week. So you should have 3D modeling and then Blender, and then we're going to make an output folder inside. So once you've got that done, you can click on this file right here. I may be replacing it, and then you'll do this again, but click on it and it will either download immediately or you'll get this download option. You can just run that file because we're just going to use it temporarily. You can always go back to Data-Tex Studio to get it, but notice that the cube has been pre-deleted for you. You'll also notice that the camera is lined up right on the axis. That's going to make things a lot easier for adjusting the camera position. The only thing that I couldn't do for you is tell the output to go to your output folder. So over here we've got these different icons for panels, and one of them is a printer. These are the output properties. And down here you should see output. If it's collapsed, you may not notice what these different pieces are right here, but we are going to be clicking on this folder, and you need to navigate to your OneDrive. Remember, you can go to Home, OneDrive, and 3D Modeling Project folder, and then we've got Blender, and then Output. So this is where all the images and videos that we render should go. Make it easier for us to find them, to turn in or share or put on our portfolio. So just accept that. And now that that one thing has been changed, now we want to make this the new startup file. So go down to File and then Defaults, and we're going to save this as our new startup. You do have to click again and say, yes, okay, save this as the startup file. So now if I close Blender and open Blender again, you'll notice that the cube is no longer there. So this is the new startup. It'll be pointing to the right folder if you did that. And other things like resolution set to 10% to start with. Other important things are that the external data is automatically going to be packed in with the .blend file. So you don't have to worry about the DAE and its accompanying folder filled with textures. All those textures will become part of the Blender file, making it very portable. If you turn in a Blender file and you haven't done this, then when I open it up, your house will be blank. Only the colors will show. So that is what I need you to do with any startup file that I provide for you, is to make that one output change and then tell it to make this my new default startup file. Again, save startup file.